is up, guys? Alex, aka the Adrenaline Vlogger, coming to you guys live from Lake Compounce here in Bristol, Connecticut. The park is actually not open today, and that is not the reason why I'm here. I'm here to meet with Park General Manager Jerry Brick. He has been kind enough to take the time out of his busy schedule to take us around the park, show us the new updates and changes that we can expect to see here at Lake Compounce for the 2018 season. I know Wildcat had a lot of work done on it. Obviously, we got Phobia Fear Coaster if you haven't seen that before. But again, we're just gonna take a walk through the park with him, ask him some questions, and he's gonna show us around. And again, it's really nice of him to take his time out of his busy schedule. You know, being the park general manager, I'm sure he has a lot on his plate. So I really appreciate him taking the time out of his day to take us around on this tour. So let's get going. All right, guys. So now we're here at Lake Compounce, and I'd like to introduce you all to Jerry. Jerry is the general manager here at Lake Compounce. And Jerry, you can say hi to everybody.
Well, hello. I hope everybody's having a great day today, and it's a beautiful day to be in the park. Unfortunately, we're closed at this time of the year, but good day to be here.
Absolutely, and we want to thank you for your time, taking your time out of your busy schedule to take us on this little preview for the 2018 season. We really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad I could walk around with you, Alex. That's good.
Shows they're completely revamping the facade here for the stage area, and here's some of the graphics that are going to go up there. So Jerry, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we have a 3-year deal that we did with the Fred Rogers Company, and we're going to be using Daniel Tiger and Katarina Kitty Cat from their show, and the show is being done by RWS, and we'll have the characters here that can meet people. So we're going to have all the facade done, and then there's a little hut that kind of sticks out off the wall, and then out here we have all the characters that'll be attached to the structures, you know, just the truss systems. And then it's going to be a great, 15-minute show for those kids that are really into Daniel Tiger. Like this building right here, it's called Warm Chocolate Chip Cookie. So we're pumping this, and the company that we use is called Scent Air. They actually have Disney as their client. But they we have this. Over in the surf shop, we're doing pina colada. Over in the tunnel, we're pumping scent in the tunnel. It's going to smell like funnel cake. And then in the Emporium, I think it's a Sierra Rain or something like that. Cool. So we've got a bunch of different things that we're doing, but see how it's all video. But if you see it, the next one after this one, it's just images that we have bought that play on it. So it's almost coming up the next one. You'll see right here. It's just pictures of gummy bears balancing and simple little things that we're trying to do to enhance what we do.
Yeah, it's got that nice little touch, you know. It's all about the details.
Kind of explain what we did here.
Here.
So, very few coasters have wheels for their lift hill anymore. I know of a handful. I know Canopus has one, Santa Cruz has one. But the old motor, when it sat here, it sat on a small block, and it used to shake. So what we had to do is, as we put the new motor in, we dug down, we poured a concrete pad, but then we put in this metal plate that gives us extra weight, and it's 2,000 pounds, but underneath it we have bolts so we can level it. It allows us to level the motor and adjust it accordingly, but we doubled the size of the motor, and then in here we did a lot of extra sensors. If the belt tries to run off, because the belt moves, the wheel is going back and forth, it will push this sensor over and it'll trip it. So that way we know we have to come back and check the belt, maybe readjust it and so forth. And then we put a variable frequency drive on it, which is out of that cabinet. But because there's so much heat, we had to put resistors in to dissipate the heat. And that's what that does right now, is it'll dissipate the heat when the car first catches.
So we're talking a classic coaster with some modern technology in there.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look, we got a new control system.
Oh yeah.
We also have magnetic brakes on it. And this coaster's 91 years old this year. So, a lot's been done to it, and I hope it'll be around for another 91 years.
Absolutely.
The guy that does our signs, I said, hey, what can we do for the Wildcat? And he came back and he presented 2 different options. There's this one, and then there's the one that looks like the Bengal. So that way, instead of being 2 different colored trains, it's just 2 different print designs. Millennium Flyer trains, and they've been fantastic. Cars, very comfortable.
All right, guys, when we're talking about awesome entrances to coasters, this is what you're looking for right here. I'm pretty sure this is the first of its kind that I've seen like that. So that is actually the correct. That's the old train from Wildcat, correct?
Yeah,
that's
not
one of
the original. Those were bought in, I think, early 60s.
That's awesome. So then this whole thing, Jerry was actually just telling me, lights up at night between the sign and there's lights actually underneath the fence there that light the whole thing up red at night. So like if you ever come here at night, definitely stop by here because the whole thing comes alive. So that's definitely a sight you're gonna want to see.
Vacuuming, getting the pollen out of the pools, that's probably our biggest thing that we're chasing right now. A lot of pollen going into the pools, and we want to make sure that we're cleaned and ready to go for the weekend.
So right here, guys, behind us we have the Crocodile, a lazy river for the Crocodile Cove water park. You can see the sign right behind me there. The coolest thing, so Jerry, I'm sure remembers as well, we were here for Golden Ticket Awards this past season for 2017. One of the coolest things that I've never seen before was they actually had designed their own little fire pits they had floating through the river. Again, Jerry, I know we just explained how you did that.
Yeah, it was simple. We just took it gave the appearance of floating. We filled them with water, 55-gallon steel drums, and then we went and bought fire pits that you would buy at Lowe's, put them inside the drum, and then we had, it was almost perfect height so you couldn't see the drum, and it looked like the fire pits were just floating in the water, especially at night.
Fair.
We had a building here. It used to be a paintball game, and it sat abandoned for a couple years, and as we were trying to figure out what we could do, because there's no sewer or water really close to this, Larry had said, hey, why don't we make it an area where people can sit and recharge their phones? So we do have outlets there so people can plug their phones in, and then we just themed it up a little bit and have an area where we call it recharge and relax, so people can sit there and kind of recharge their phones and sit down. And it was always dark in this area, if you remember, and it's got a lot of lighting off of it, so it helps light up the area as well at night.
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to have a dead phone walking around the park all day, right?
No, they don't.
There you go. It's something you don't see at too many parks, actually. That's what I was going to say. This is really unique. I think that's a cool touch.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
And then if you look at the spindles, those are actually rebar. And then we just cut them and we painted them and we dropped them in as something we found on Pinterest. A lot of our ideas, like the furniture is all pallet furniture inside, and it came off of Pinterest.
Oh. And all of you coaster lovers out there, I know you're very familiar with the Premier Ride Skyrocket 2 right here. All right, guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you again for tuning in for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that brief tour of Lake Compounce with Jerry Brick, the general manager of the park. And again, huge thanks to Jerry for taking the time out of his busy schedule to take us around the park and to show us some of the additions and improvements that they've made for the 2018 season. And that being said, I encourage every single one of you to make sure you get out to visit Lake Compounce this season. Again, it has something for everyone in the family to enjoy. It's a fantastic, fantastic family theme park here in Connecticut. So I highly encourage you to visit it, whether you want to go on, well, first of all, they have one of the best wooden coasters in the world, Boulder Dash. Phobia, get over there, highly recommend it. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for more videos. We've got more coming soon. Take care. Bye.